or not?
Double.
Double-dealing Dollface. For stretching.
Get out of here and go practice in the basement. Go on, shoot! Scoot! We are getting ready to open. You're not being paid to read fake news.
Sorry, boss, but I like to keep track of what's going on with the horses.
That's not my concern. You keep track on your own time. While you're here, I own you. Sorry, Gypsy.
Yeah,
But with this big meeting taking place here tonight, I've got to be ready. Maroney and the professor keep trying to push me out of my numbers business. At least I got them to come here to my turf to talk about this. And I have the mayor lined up to take care of any legal aspects. You know, I'm no pushover. If they think they can muscle me just because I'm a woman, that can be a big mistake.
boss, ain't they both women?
See if, and don't forget to get some decent entertainment for this place. You know, what about that Dino Perchetti? Oh, he was good.
That's a kid? No, he's just trying to make the big time. He even changed his name to Dean Martin. Like that will make a big time bullshit help? My back fell over, sorry.
Well,
Not a chance. Oh, and by the way, here are your earrings you left the other night at the Never-Telling Motel on the nightstand.
that never happened. Got it?
Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Oh. Yes, and that wouldn't look so good, what with you and the mayor.
Keep your trap shut about him, or your job here is short-lived. Now get back to prison. Get back to work, you lazy, good-for-nothing in every way.
Yeah, like
And I-
you should be so short-lived.
And I do mean every way.
Wow, I have never been to a place like this.
Oh, me either, but I've heard a lot about it. Dollface has a good rep for treating the customers real nice, although I don't think it goes for us women.
Should let them get seated first.
Mr. Mayor, hey, great to see you today. Well, your favorite table's waiting for you right over here.
Mayor seated.
Excuse me, Mayor. What are you two jawboning about? The customers aren't here to watch you two talk and stand around. Go serve them. Why, look at those three over there. They look thirsty. You know how customers get when they have to wait. Do you like your jobs here? Then get your butts back over there and get busy now, before I... Got it?
Got it, Dollface. Sorry. Me and Peggy was just saying how grateful we are for our jobs.
Yeah, no, we weren't just goofing off. We was talking about Sal. He's so cute and so nice. We're dating, you know?
No, they actually.
No, I didn't know you was dating. And I don't care, you imbecile! Get back to work before you get the back of my hand.
So, you know, Maud, flirting with the bartender won't get you a free drink, but it's worth a shot.
So, how's it going, Judy? Are you being treated real good?
You know, I found this bracelet at the Take It or Leave It motel. I paid a lot of money for this, but you should be more careful with it.
You know, I don't think your wife would be too happy to see me about this, so I think you should never mention it to anyone. Okay, Hudson? Open this door! Let me in, now! I know he's in here somewhere!
Hey, Miss Mayor, your bride is here.
What are you doing here again? Is this the way you serve the people, Mr. Mayor? And you floozy, why don't you just sell your illegal booze and keep your hands off public property? And by that, I mean my husband.
They're eating up over here.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, Elsie. Your private property is great in private. I know.
You harlot! Why don't you get your own man?
And why don't you keep your own man? You know, I'd love to stand here and chat with you, Mrs. Mayor, but I have more important things to do.
Oh, wow, that was interesting. Sounds like the cow, Elsie, is furious, and judging by her looks, she could kill.
I am not worried about that old biddy. What I'm worried about is this meeting. These two sure delight in keeping me waiting. They're here. Now everybody, keep your ears and eyes open. They'll have their bodyguards, and I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Take a seat, gals. I'm glad you could make it. I've been looking forward to this meeting for a long time. When I've got the mayor all lined up to take care of anything legal or binding. He's an okay guy. And he listens to me.
Pull up a seat, Dollface.
What would you ladies like to drink?
Miss Dollface, I've wondered why they call you that. Is it because you are in fact a doll?
Well, it's a long story, Professor, but the truth is, I just never liked my given name, and my pa started calling me Dollface. Simple as that.
And may I ask, what is your given name?
Sure. It's Fancy Pickens.
Well, I can see why you needed that changed.
Well, if you two are done with the pleasantries, can we get down to business? I don't have all night. Will the mayor be here for this auspicious occasion?
Why, yes. He's right over there at the other table. He has the papers ready to sign, and if you will agree that I keep the numbers game, Professor keeps the booze, and you take care of any other money-making schemes for me, providing you agree.
It's Mulrooney.
Mulrooney. Providing you agree. I have a stipulation that Sal over there go the way of the fishes. He's been skimming off the top of my numbers game too long. He thought I wasn't wise, but I got to know him real good. And after he let it slip one night after too much booze. He thought he could beat Dollface at my own game. He has to pay. You got it, Molly? That is your specialty, right?
Yes, it is.
It's the cops!
Nothing to worry about, people. It's just, all you have to do is turn your chairs facing the picture down here. Place your drinks under the table. The girls will be passing around hymnals and you just follow along.
Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on.
What's going on, Sal? This is a bunch of baloney. Here, place this to win on Dire Straits. He's the odds-on favorite, right?
You got it, detective? Yeah, he is the favorite. I got some real good inside information on that. He's a real shoo-in.
You're gonna have to be a little more careful, Dollface. I got an inside tip about a speakeasy, and I had to follow it up to make it look good, you know? Next time, I may not be able to stop a real raid. Oh. And by the way, here are the earrings you left at the Moore Hotel the other night. I had a great time, by the way.
Thanks, Professor. Detective.
I can do them all.
Thanks, Detective. You know, this is a very important meeting. I keep you informed and you keep the cops out. Got it?
Boss? Boss? It's clear, sir.
Okay. Okay, folks. Sorry for the interruption. Everything looks okay. You can go back and enjoy your revival meeting. Let's go, Clancy. Okay, everybody. Show's over. Let's get back and make this the best speakeasy in Steubenville. Relax and enjoy.
What was the cause of that, Dollface? I thought the mayor had everything in hand. You know, it makes me a little concerned about your ability to get things done.
That detective is okay. He's on my payroll. Every once in a while, he has to act like he's trying to shut me down.
Can we get down to business? I don't have all night. Get the mayor over here, Dollface.
As soon as the biddy of a wife goes to the toilet to powder her nose like she always does, I will send one of the girls to keep her chatting like she always does. And then the mayor will come over and we can wrap this meeting up. Excuse me, I'll be right back.
So, how's the meeting going, Dollface? Those two look like they really mean business. Oh, yeah. I got the earrings that you left at the Never Again Motel. You ought to be a little more careful. Not everybody thinks you're as special as I do, doll.
So now I know when I see the. Okay, Prudy, you have the documents all ready to sign? Let's move quickly before that darling of a wife of yours comes back with her shrewd mouth.
Excuse me.
this crap? This isn't what we agreed on. You trying to pull a fast one on me, Dollface?
Yes, what is the meaning of this? Nothing in this document gives me the illegal run of the booze except without your permission. I won't stand for this. I won't sign anything drawn up by this stupid half-wit mayor.
Now, just a minute, Professor. This document is perfectly semi-legal. Dollface has authorized me to give her 80% of the booze running, 80% of the numbers, and 80% of the other markets. That's all according to her.
I forgot to mention the real reason why I came to this low-like establishment. This is a receipt for a very expensive bracelet. A bracelet that I've never seen before. Where is it? That bracelet. That bracelet. That's the bracelet that fits the exact description on this receipt. What's she doing with my bracelet?
This is mine.
No, it's mine. Mine. Mine.
Oh, my goodness. In my country, she Akasha, Pishanasha, Ulariba no Bushin yet, means she is dead.
Oh, let's get the cops!
So, kill her.
Nobody leave this joint. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Secure the door, Clancy. Check this crime scene out here.
I have a feeling this is the murder weapon. Okay, folks, we have a murder on our hands. Your job is to decide and vote for who killed, in cold blood, our dear Dolly. Raise your hand if you have not received a ballot. Our speakeasy girls will walk around and give you one. Are they going to go out or no? Okay, our speakeasy girls will deliver one to you. You just need to make a small tear by the name of the person that you think committed the murder. Pass them back to the volunteers. When we have received all the ballots, take 15 minutes. Take 15 minutes and help yourself to cookies and water. Oh, however, as you were all witnesses, you know the drill. Do not leave the building. From viewing all of the evidence, it has been determined that the ice pick from the bar was the murder victim. Now, we have to figure out why, who had access to the bar, and what the motive was. Okay, what's next? Dollface. Murderford, who committed this terrible act. As you are all witnesses, remember that you saw Dollface killed right in front of you, and yet nobody remembers. We will now call our first suspect. Gypsy Brewster.
Mr. Brewster, have a seat. So, you were present during this murder. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. But I did not kill Miss Dollface. I liked her. She was a fabulous gal.
Fabulous gal? Really? Didn't you dislike her because you felt she had too many boyfriends? If you know what I mean?
Yeah, she liked men, but I still liked her as long as I got my cut. Had a job. You know, times are tough, officer.
Yeah, times are tough. Okay, you can go, but don't leave the premises. I'm not done with you yet. Got it?
Got it, Officer Crunky.
Next we got here.
Maud Hoover. She's the barmaid here.
Miss Hoover, come on up and have a seat. So, Miss Hoover, how long have you known the deceased?
6 months, Detective. I came here from Washington. I really didn't know Dollface that well. She was hard to know. I just worked here and minded my own business.
Well, did you have any reason to dislike her or want to do her harm?
I thought she was a hard-nosed and tough to work for. She always had something to say about my work or how I handled the customers. In fact, she was a real pain. In fact, I didn't like her. She made my job and my life miserable. But I didn't kill her.
Okay, Maud, you can be excused, but don't leave the premises. I may have a few more questions for you. Mr. Salvatore, please join us in the witness chair. So, Mr. Salvatore, it's my understanding that you worked for the deceased for quite a while. Did you place the bet?
Yeah, I worked for Dollface for quite a while, and I did place the, no, it's covered, it's covered.
Okay.
So, yeah, I didn't much care for her. You know, she was a conniver and a liar. I really didn't like the lady. She'd sell her own mother down the river. I had a little fling with her once. And she just wasn't my type. I like my women a little more like, well, not like her. Actually, I couldn't even stand the broad.
Okay, you can wait for the others. But nobody leaves. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Yay! We're
Someone's
free
doing-
of her at last!
Miss Dixie, why don't you come on up and have a chair?
I didn't like the old hag at all. No. She was messing around with Sal. He's mine. We had plans to go away together before. Well, she ruined it. Told him and me we better stop messing around or we'd be real sorry. No, she even threatened him with smelly fishes. As if smelly fishes could scare my Sal away. No. Anyway, I hated her.
So did you kill her, Miss Dixie?
Oh,
Seems you hated her so much, it's possible that you in fact could be the killer. Well,
no. Thou shalt not kill. Remember, it says so in the Bible. But I was mad enough at her to tell the mayor about her. He's a real fair man, that Mr. Mayor. Always looking out for us barmaids. He even looked out real well for Dollface. Bought her jewelry and took her places. She treated him like dirt most of the time, unless she wanted something from him. Funny how he just kept taking it, you know?
I'm starting to understand. Mr. Mayor, if you please, a word. Okay, Miss Dixie, you're excused, but stay on the premises until I finish my investigation.
On the what?
Don't leave this room. Oh, Mr. Mayor, have a seat. So, Mr. Mayor, it seems you knew the deceased pretty well. Were you a regular visitor to this joint?
I've been known to frequent the establishment when Dollface has some legal questions. She's an old acquaintance of mine. I wouldn't say I knew her very well. I only helped her when she had any legal concerns.
Such as?
One time, a neighbor stole clothes off of her clothesline. And I told her exactly, I told her immediately to contact the police.
Really, Mayor? That took your legal advice? Come on. You think I was born yesterday?
Quite evident.
So, what's with this big meeting? I understand something big was going down and you was a part of it. Legally speaking, that is. So, tell me, Mayor, what's going on?
All that, Dollface just asked me to assist her with something from a legal matter. She had some questions in regards to legal matters. I'm innocent of any wrongdoing. I will admit I had a small dalliance with Dollface, but it was a mistake.
Dalliance? Dalliance? You call this expensive bracelet a dalliance? I have a receipt to prove your...
Wait a minute, let me see this receipt, Mrs. Prudence. This is very interesting.
Give me that receipt back, please, sir.
Is this true, Mr. Mayor?
You bet it is.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, you're excused. But don't leave. Nobody leaves. I've got to get to the bottom of this. Mrs. Prudence, if you don't mind, why don't you join us at the chair? So, what's with this receipt, and where did you get it, and how do you figure it has anything to do with Dollface?
I took this expensive bracelet off her double-dealing hands. That's how I know. This is the bracelet that he gave to her instead of me. I can't believe he would stoop so low as to give that sleazy homewrecker a piece of jewelry that belonged to me. She got what she deserved. Give me that bracelet.
So you killed her, huh?
Yeah. No, I didn't kill her. But I think whoever did deserves a medal. She was an indecent human being who led my poor, innocent husband into some shady business. This meeting tonight is shady, you know. If Juris told me that if he wasn't so interested in seeing justice done, he wouldn't have been here tonight with her and these two hooligans.
All right, Mrs. Mayor. You're excused for now. But don't leave.
Can I have my bracelet back now?
Go ahead. Don't leave. I've got to get to the bottom of this, and I will.
Next, Mulroney. Yeah. Mulrooney?
Come on up, miss.
It's Mulrooney.
So, Miss Maroney.
It's
Maroney. Miss Maroney. Do you live here in Steubenville?
Well, I wouldn't live in this hick town if you paid me.
Then, what brings you here? Isn't it true that... Let's see there. Let me get my notes here. Isn't it true that you had some dealings with the deceased and wanted her business for your own interests?
Huh?
And that took place here tonight, a meeting to cement some crooked dealings sanctioned by the mayor and Miss Dollface.
Yeah, that took place. We had a meeting. It was supposed to be a mutual agreement, but Dollface and the mayor over there stacked the deck.
What do you mean by stack the deck?
Well, the mayor here wrote up some legal mumbo-jumbo, or so he thought we would believe, giving Dollface the largest cut of our legitimate businesses. No way was that going to happen. She got what she deserved.
Yep.
That double dealing.
Okay, Mulroney.
It's Mulrooney.
Yeah, Maroney. You're excused. But again, don't leave the premises. What we got now, Nancy?
Okay. Professor, you're next.
Have a seat, Professor. Professor, why do they call you that?
I am a qualified professor of economics. In my early years, I taught at a small college, Oberlin, here in Ohio. I find my current profession to be much more lucrative, however.
And that is?
I dabble in stocks and bonds and other established businesses. All above board, I assure you.
According to my notes, it's all above board, right? Well, to the question at hand, why were you here tonight? My understanding that you were here for the big meeting. Say, what were your feelings of the legal papers drawn up by the mayor?
Well, sir, for lack of other words, I was disgusted and horrified. That mayor is as disreputable as they come. He is a poor representative of the people. He offered me practically nothing, while Dollface got most of my holdings. He obviously doesn't know that I'm a person of education and that the numbers simply didn't add up.
Well, as an educated person, Professor, did you kill Dollface?
Certainly not. She got what she asked for, though. She is a poor excuse for a woman. I was one of the few who saw through her conniving ways, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get your meaning. You can go, but stay close, Professor.
Only two left, sir. Righty and lefty. Oh, is it righty and lefty? They seem a little dim-witted to me, but dimwits
Yeah, we better talk to them.
Mostly dimwits, Kid.
That's true, and we better talk to them. I've dealt with these types before, many times. They don't usually take the initiative to kill, but what the heck, let's talk to them. You guys come over here. You too. This time, let me know if you get back here. Okay, folks, we've tallied your witnesses' votes, and I will now bring back our most serious, whatever it is,
Prime suspect.
our primary crime suspects. My partner Clancy. We did so much great. What are you doing here?
Well, thanks for all of your help, Detective, but you are under arrest for illegal gambling and allowing this establishment to be up and running. I've been undercover here for 6 months gathering evidence, and although I didn't expect a murder to occur, I did get the proof needed to shut this place down. Too bad Dollface wasn't here to see me gloat about this. She was such a piece of work. Cuff him, Clancy.
What about my bracelet?
Hey!
And then do I pull the chair back or someone else?
No, somebody else will.
Anybody can, if you can't do it. Don't put forward.
Thank you all for being trustworthy witnesses and for your keen observations. For those of you who voted correctly, thanks. The government would like to reward you, but as always, they're in the red. Thank you and have a good afternoon.